All is peaceful when suddenly tragedy strikes.
You're listening to Tales from the DMs.
Then we see a group of revelers in a tavern. We hear a voice proclaim, "Go forth for adventure."
There's probably a big, hunky, big goblin in this next story. Try not to get too riled up, you thirsty bastard.
Go forth for adventure. Go forth for adventure.
It's 1997, and you find yourself spending Thanksgiving in Kern Ridge. You and your family have come to camp the last few years. But today's the big day, Thanksgiving. Your mom sent you out to get the turkey bright and early.
I'm Bunker.
Bunker,
So you should be like
Devin,
a C, like
and
a C name. because-
Tendies. No, my name's Tendies.
When you enter, you see a circular counter in the center of a small room. Behind the counter is a tall, gaunt man. My name is Rich. He looks confused while glaring at the Hubba Hubba merch.
What's wrong with the merch?
It just wasn't here yesterday.
Is this a Hubba Hubba store, right?
I mean, it wasn't yesterday.
What's the biggest turkey you got back there?
Well, we got a mean 24-pounder.
Let's get it.
And as you're walking away, you feel something cold. And when you look down, out of the neck of the turkey is a handcuff that has latched its way around your hand. You hear a voice. That's my bird. At the end of the aisle, there is a door leading into a loading and a storage area. He says, I'm gonna go look for a crowbar or something. You guys can go hang out with Vance by the loading bay.
Well, hey there, kids.
What's up, Vance?
He sees the handcuff around your wrist.
It's chosen you this year.
You see that he is wearing a trucker hat that reads Hubba Hubba, seemingly working for the company that has brought the items for the store today. He says,
I thought there'd be more word about the murders, but they didn't report them. So I got a job with Hubba Hubbas to keep an ear to the ground. Sure enough, it's back for seconds.
We're gonna get Thanksgiving murdered.
I was the one who banished him last year.
How'd you do it last year?
Well, if you were attacked by Hubba Hubba, then you're probably buying the turkey he wishes to engage with on this, the holy day Thanksgiving.
Yeah, 24-pounder, no less.
If this happens, all you have to do is...
suddenly a forklift tears up the loading bay ramp. Vance turns to see, but is impaled by the fork. Hubba Hubba leans out of the forklift.
Vance, you won your wishbone break last year. So stingy.
Hubba Hubba is a very tall humanoid build with a turkey head. It has two hooks on either side of its head, pulling its mouth open to reveal human teeth. It is wearing a all-leather pilgrim outfit that is sleeveless. It has turkey feet, and it has large, buff, muscular arms that are skinless and has dangling appendages at the end of these arms instead of
skinless
hands.
turkey.
The loading bay door closes, and a boy younger than you lets go of a button to lower the door, runs towards you, grabbing your hands, and pulls you back towards the grocery area. It is your brother, Devin.
Devin! You saved us!
I came with the back entrance, and he just started telling me about the monster.
Did he tell you how to beat it?
He said we need to take the turkey back and cook it. And then when you finish, you have to take the wishbone and wish for Hubba Hubba to be banished for another year. Listen, you guys need to follow me. I got some really good prank ideas. He uncaps one of the paint quarts and he starts pouring it behind him as he runs to the meat counter.
So we can see his tracks.
You feel something drip onto your shoulder as you're leaning up against the end cap. And you look on your shoulder and it is in fact paint. You look at Devin, and with a look of awe, he starts to scream, and then an arm reaches down and envelops his head. And they lift him up for a moment.
At least I'm not the middle brother anymore.
You did that on purpose.
As he is raised above Hubba Hubba and then slowly lowered down his gullet. Somehow, Hubba Hubba's neck expanding.
I want to get in the truck. Where's Devin?
I'll tell you on the way home.
Just then, you hear a body slam to the ground from the ceiling as Hubba Hubba stands up behind Rich. Hubba Hubba shoves his hand down Rich's throat.
All right, well,
Again, the
he's going to be occupied for a while.
The mandibles wrapping around Rich's head. His head and torso burst. The strong scent of iron and cranberry filling the room.
Ooh.
You made it to Vance, and you grab the keys. You run back to the truck, and you pull away. Hubba Hubba is running after you, but at a slower pace than you were driving. Your dad is pulling up alongside. He says,
Hey, boys, you take a truck?
Devin's dead.
You can tell me all about it later. Let's get you kids in the car.
Wait, we have to cook this turkey.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving after all.
No, I mean, we have to cook this turkey.
Yeah, we're gonna cook it, son. Get in the car.
Is the oven preheated?
It's not an oven, son.
What are we cooking it in?
It's a deep fryer.
not acknowledging that you have a handcuff around your hand, she takes the turkey, unwraps it, and throws it in the deep fryer, putting the lid on top with your chain dangling out the side. You guys sit there for about 4 suspense-filled hours, very concerned. She says, I think it's about ready.
I dig my fist into the wishbone.
She goes, oh, at least wash your hands.
Shut up, Mom.
Don't talk to Mom that way.
What the fuck, dude?
Get the wishbone, damn it!
He's right, you're in timeout.
I grab for the wishbone.
Your mother has worked so hard today.
While he's getting disciplined, I reach into the turkey and start digging.
I'll race to do it.
He grabs the other side.
Dad, if you win, you have to wish for the evil turkey to go away.
The one that killed your ding-dang brother?
Yeah.
You know it, son.
Or maybe we just trade. Maybe we can get Devin back if you just wish for Devin. And it'll just take...
Dude, fuck you, Tendies. I gave you that nickname.
Our brother's dead!
Who cares? He's not even our friend.
Wait, your brother's dead and you're saying you should kill the other brother to get him back. The wishbone snaps. Hubba Hubba bursts out of the deep fryer. His torso and body being much larger than a deep fryer would contain him. But his torso basically comes out kind of genie style.
Gobble gobble, bitch.
And as you snap it,
No.
he bursts into flames, melting before your eyes, his body slumping over the deep fryer. As his body melts away, you see the bones more and more, and within is revealed a body. Devin sits up from the melted carcass of Hubba Hubba, waves, and says, Happy Turkey Day, everybody!
Oh, Devin.
You and your parents say that at the same time.
Yeah.
On a nearby tree branch, Hubba Hubba watches you all and says, I get knocked down, but I'll get up again. You ain't never gonna keep me down. It then removes its turkey mask to reveal a lizard person. It shakes out its long blonde hair, and with a different voice it says, One crazy day. The year is 1999, 2 years after the events at Kern Ridge. You and your family celebrated Thanksgiving at Kern Ridge once more last year because your dad said that no family of his was going to have PTSD or be immobilized by negative thought loops. You and your mother never saw any signs of Hubba Hubba. However, the police still haven't been able to find any trace of your father. Devin swore he saw the monster drag your father into the river. Your mom's new boyfriend, actor and comedian Richard Karn, said that no family of his would be hung up on their dead father, husband, or be immobilized by negative thought loops. Your mother and Richard Karn had met only a few months after...
Wait. Our stepdad's from Home Improvement?
Your mom's boyfriend, he's not your stepdad.
Okay.
Your mother and Richard had met only a few months after Home Improvement had wrapped. Sorry.
Wait, who's this from Home Improvement? Tim Allen?
No, he's the other guy.
Unfortunately not.
You tend to disregard Devin lately, though. He got pretty weird after your dad's disappearance, and especially after that nasty case of ringworm he got last spring. Today's the big day, Thanksgiving. Upstairs, Bunker and Tendies are trying to avoid the family in their respective rooms. This is your girlfriend, and her name is Jody, and she's just sitting silently, really listening to the lyrics of Mastodon. You come out of your room, and you see Devin standing in his doorway, biting a Tootsie Pop and scratching his somehow still present ringworm. Shelby and Vincent have announced that they would be the cousins of Bunker, Tendies, and Devin.
Yeah, my girl's name is Jessica.
My name is Just David.
Just David?
Once in the dining room, you look around the room, and you can't deny your mom and Devin did an incredible job, cutting out turkey hands and construction paper garlands, and they adorned the wall in such a beautiful way.
Mom, you said you would set up place for my imaginary friend, and you didn't do it.
I'm busy!
Well, I'm still going to make some space for the missionary friend.
Excuse
I'm
me?
out of the loop. Someone wanted to sit at the table, and I'm making room.
What's your missionary friend's name?
Yeah, what's your missionary friend?
Yeah, tell them all about your missionary friend.
Okay, guys, so real talk. My imaginary friend when I was a kid was Leonardo DiCaprio because I was in love with him.
It's imaginary, not missionary. Missionary.
So what's his mission?
I wrote that the meal is over and the family tension slightly lifted. That didn't happen. Richard calls to Devin. Say, bud, you want to break the wishbone with me? I know what I'm going to wish for. That spin-off the network and I have been kicking around. Then, suddenly, a weighty, fleshless arm quickly rises up from behind Richard. Within the clutches of the sloppy mandible that mimics a hand is your family's carving fork, and the carving fork plunges into the top of Richard Karn's head. Hey, Devi, I want to wish. A second and third arm emerge with carving knives. One cuts Richard's throat while the other lops off the hand grasping the bone and slides his mandibles into the exposed musculature of Richard's disembodied hand. It grows bulbous while skin tears and becomes misplaced. Devin, frozen in fear, watches as Richard's hand readjusts and breaks the wishbone. The room goes silent as the disembodied Richard Karn hand raises in triumph. Hubba Hubba won the wish. Your mom runs back into the kitchen.
I need to go up to my bedroom, though, and get my walkie-talkie.
Devin says, I'll come with you. I have to grab something out of my room, too. Hey, Aidan, what do you do when you get to the garage?
I start digging for my bow and arrow.
Where is it? There's a lot of,
Under Dad's coffin.
Dad's coffin is in
Which
there.
is in the garage. The bow is sitting where Dad's body would be if he were not missing.
And there is a cabinet that you know has a lock on it because your mom says that's where she keeps her adult stuff.
I guess I'll check the glove box of the car.
You open it up. There's some proof of insurance, registration. There's a gun in there.
Pull the things down because I've seen it in movies. The
Someone?
shades.
A key drops down.
I watch a lot of Nick at Night.
You say to yourself. You hear a voice in the back of the car say, "Me too."
Who's that?
A tarp sits up in the back of the Volvo. It's kind of balding man with a goatee. He says, "Don't tell your Aunt Deborah I'm in here. I'm your uncle."
Steve.
Sorry.
Pardon my language. The world's fucked. Okay? The world is fucked. It's run by lizard people.
Yeah, I have a question. So when Tendies went downstairs to eat, did he leave Jody in the room and then not give her any food?
Girl, there's a turkey monster in there, man. We gotta go. I go unlock my mom's naughty drawer.
Oh, the cabinet?
Yeah.
Her adult cabinet? I'm gonna go sleep in the Volvo again.
Pull out the bow and arrow. Aim it at him.
I'm gonna have to tell Tammy about this, but here you go. And he hands you the key. Okay, you open it up. There is an assault rifle, a hunting rifle, and a belt with grenades on it. You guys exit onto the side yard. You guys hear a sound from one of the trash bins. The trash can lid opens and a raccoon screams and raises up over the lid. It's gonna lunge for Jessica. The raccoon jumps at you and bites you on the shoulder, and then it scurries off. You guys can see within the trash can that there's just some loose trash that he was gnawing on and a single bone in the trash can.
I grab it.
That's gross, don't touch that.
You actually pull up a wishbone.
David, didn't they already break the wishbone? Why is there another wishbone?
In the trash can, you see a package. and the package reads, "Always in your favor, Wishbone." It's a gag gift. It appears that you have the actual Thanksgiving wishbone in your hand. I will also remark, you guys probably don't know about the lore.
Oh yeah. What?
Do you want to do the wishbone with me?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I wish that Steve would go away forever.
I think I wish I was at our house playing Sonic and Knuckles.
I got an 8.
I got a 6.
Suddenly you hear a loud sound coming from the front of the house. You think it's maybe from the garage, and you hear a car backing up. Within the garage, you have just pulled some guns out of your mom's adult cabinet, and your uncle has reversed out of the garage, pulling into the street and driving away into
Saving everybody.
Tanner, you and Devin make your way up to the top of the stairs. Hey,
Fucking
there's
save us
Jody!
much.
And he runs into Tendy's room. How's it going, Jody? Can I come down and have dinner with you guys yet?
No!
Yep.
Do I have a zip line going from my window to the treehouse?
There is. You hear an engine start up in your bedroom, and the lights on your car turn on.
Devin, get the fuck off that thing, dude.
The car starts up, and the tires spin in the back.
I grab it. He goes, pull it. And then I go, and whip around. Devin's lying on the floor, and the bed's kind of dismantled. And he looks up at me, and he goes, twist it. I wrap my studded belt around me and Devin.
Okay.
And I'm like, it's time to bop it on this zip line. You ready, dog? I'm gonna pick up Devin and grab Jody by her fucking shirt.
We're going to cut back to the garage,
I'm gonna run upstairs to find Jody.
and you see Hubba Hubba standing there. And then he sticks his feet out as he's flying through the air, and he's going to latch his turkey feet around both of your arms and slam you up against the back wall in the hallway. He laughs as you make it to the stairwell, and he says,
Hope you have fun up there.
and you hear like a weird little giggle.
And
Not from him. You look into your room, and there is no Jody in there. I mean, Jody. And then you go...
Even the narrator hates my girlfriend. Is the door to Bunker's room open?
Yes.
Okay.
You feel a weird itch on your neck. Okay, you feel it. It's like a weird, dry, little circular patch.
Does it feel like turkey skin?
No, it feels like ringworm.
Oh, no.
You have ringworm now.
Devin, no! The zip line. I run to Devin's room, and I try and take the zip line to the treehouse.
You go to Devin's room. There's no zip line in there.
What? What happened to
It
it?
said Devin, it's in Bunker's room. You step into Devin's room and the door shuts behind you. When you look around, you see a small little, like, gingerbread looking person on the door handle giggling, but they're made of stuffing. And then they eat themselves until they disappear.
How did he even do that? That doesn't even seem possible, man.
And you hear a whisper in the wind that says,
That motherfucker gave you ringworm.
in Devin's room are many models and action figures on display, and in a large repurposed fish tank resides Devin's tarantula. The tarantula has gotten very large in the terrarium, and it actually shatters the terrarium with the girth of its body. And he actually hits you, and you fly out the window. You're going to fall from the top story of your house. Jessica, you're still in the side yard. You hear a little voice. It looks like your brother left you here all alone. You could come live with me.
Leo?
Who's Leo?
I turn around.
You turn around and there's a raccoon standing on his hind legs, looking directly at you.
I pull out a CD case and I open it and I take a CD out. I chuck it at his face.
Okay. And it hits the raccoon. We could have had everything. And slowly, he grows in height and he turns into a human man. It's Leonardo
Ew.
DiCaprio.
Leo, you lied to me!
I had to see how superficial you were, and if you could just love me for me.
You're not a raccoon. The raccoon bit me.
Well, that's raccoon racist, because that was a different raccoon.
You're ruining Shelby's fantasy right now.
You're so shallow, and I just wish I had known
Leo,
this.
there's just a lot going on right now.
I just wish I'd known. His skin is kind of peeling away, and you see these teeth chattering underneath these lips that are falling off.
Oh, thank God, it's not the real Leo.
And then a turkey face starts to emerge as skin slumps away.
I would like to run.
You total dipshit. You still have an imaginary friend?
I want to use my ability Hunches when something bad is happening somewhere that I am not. I can roll plus sharp. 6.
Vincent, you were acknowledging that you failed, so maybe something worse happened elsewhere. It did. We cut to a drugstore where your father is grabbing some peanuts for the road as he
Steven?
leaves you and your sister and your mother forever. And then a burglar holds him at gunpoint within the gas station.
Oh my God, is that Tendies?
Hey guys, I've got guns.
But we can
If
see
you'll
your
stop
sister from
fighting,
where we're
I
at,
can
right?
Give you them.
Throw-
You hear what you guys recognize as Hubba Hubba's voice from the side yard.
Let's go. Take these guns.
The tree's swing lands wholly on top of Jody, and it smashes her to the ground. And when it rises up again, you can see that her leg is really broken.
Why was she even here on Thanksgiving? Where's her family, dude?
She's the only one who really knows what I'm going through.
But
Could you explain how she's the only one who understands what you're going through?
yeah, how do I not understand?
But I don't like talking about it. But she opens
Because
me
you're
up.
always drunk off wine.
She always gets it out of me.
Ew.
Weren't we calling her Chody the other day?
You guys suck.
Just then, a big spider falls out of Devin's window. Just then, the side door unlocks and opens as your Aunt Tammy comes out of the door with a shotgun, and she blasts the spider in the face.
Mom's sick as fuck.
Yeah, we should put her in a home.
I will say, Bunker, you have a gun. Do you want to do anything about a spider?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on its back and pop a fucking couple slugs at its head, fucking blow its brains in the front of it, snap back.
The front of it, snapback? It's wearing a snapback bag.
Very important. I'd like to shove a whole lot of fire in its face, yes.
But you see the spider inhale really big, and then it exhales at you, and it blows back at you, and you catch fire.
Oh, God.
The house has begun to creak, and large cracks are forming up the side of the house.
Where did it go?
Hubba Hubba?
Yeah, where did Hubba Hubba go?
He's in the house.
Now-
The house shifts more, and it starts to rise. A huge torso breaks out from the top of the house. He's not wearing his pilgrim suit anymore. It's just fleshless muscle.
It looks like you guys have lost the plot a little bit. You want to remind them how you gotta beat me this year?
Yeah, it was the wishbone.
Oh, did you guys need a wishbone?
Hubba Hubba broke the wishbone.
We should break him.
Real quick, can you guys remind me of what your wishes were again?
Mine was to get rid of Steven.
Back at the bodega, Stephen walks out proudly with some reward money. He seemingly took down a burglar, and the city has rewarded him. He has remorse, and he decides to head back to be with his family for Thanksgiving.
Your wish didn't come true.
No, you made something bad happen, so you made him come back.
No, it's great.
Where's the nearest bodega? New York?
That's what Steve calls them. Remember?
He's at State Farm.
They're from the East Coast.
They're from the East Coast. I'm gonna shoot the bow and arrow at him.
Where do you want to shoot him?
I'll just shoot him in his eyeball.
And he's gonna just like flop his whole body towards you. He smashes on top of you.
Yes.
And the skin on his neck is so thin that you standing up are not very affected, but you just kind of end up in his neck. And it's
I've
gross.
got you right where I want you.
And then you hear a car horn. But you hear all these crashes with your back fence. It shatters open. A 1996 Volvo comes tearing down the lawn.
new.
Oh, shit. And with his mouth open while saying shit, it plows through his mouth and breaking some of his teeth as it goes. And it drives through his throat, sadly, hitting a small boy on its way through its body.
Oh gosh.
Tammy says, "We gotta get in that car." And
Right
Devin
where
says,
I want it.
"Don't worry, everybody. I got it." And he starts climbing over the teeth as Hubba Hubba raises, and Tammy says, Devin, no! He stands at full height, and he looks down at you and with broken teeth says, the only way to get rid of me is to banish me. The throat explodes, and his head just falls to the ground.
Oh, dang.
And his body falls backward, crushing the front of the house. 2 figures fly from the throat and land next to the head of Hubba Hubba, but none of you recognize them. Who stands up is one small and one slightly taller lizard person. And Devin, the lizard person, says, ugh, is this why I was so itchy?
Am I a lizard person now?
You're a lizard person. Just then, Hubba Hubba's head says, you fucking idiot, I'm not dead. The body sits up.
Guys, I think maybe we could try to find his wishbone.
Jessica runs up to the front, or what would have been the front of the house, and you look up at the neck, and sure enough, sticking out, exposed, is just a little wishbone. And then you hear a little voice, Jessica. And when you turn around, it's a very small Leonardo DiCaprio reaching up at you, wounded. We could still have a life together. He stands up.
No,
He's
Leo.
your height. He's perfect.
I can't trust you anymore.
Please, I have to be with you or else my life will be nothing.
I look around at David.
Still, or at least, I think I'm on fire at least.
Leo, if you're serious about us, then I need you to turn into a giant raccoon again, grab that wishbone for me, and give it to me.
He starts climbing it, just shoving his whole hands into the musculature and climbing up as it throbs underneath his hands. Mm-hmm. You get to the top, and there's a little wishbone. And Leo grabs it, and he raises it to you, and he says, we did it together. Now let's wish this bastard away.
I grab it with Leo.
Okay.
And pull.
He turns into a small Hubba Hubba. He readjusts his hand. He cracks the bone. But somehow, you have the bigger piece. He suddenly starts to boil. His skin melting away. All that's left is his leather pilgrim suit. You stand atop a large Hubba Hubba body, which also begins to boil. It's very hot under your jelly shoes. What do you do?
Wish for me to feel better.
David, catch me!
What?
The body starts to slump forward towards the backyard.
Oh.
It's heading towards David. And Tammy. And the spider.
And for the spider.
It's very hot. You feel like you're getting like a 2nd-degree burn on your feet.
How far away is the trampoline?
You jump from Hubba Hubba's back, weightless. You land on the trampoline. You feel your weight. But once again, you're in the air, very high. You jump from a great height. What do you want to do?
Then I do backflips back to the trampoline.
She goes forward.
Okay, so
for
you
the backflips, pull her
you
back.
have the momentum, but
Pull me
somehow
back.
you arced it back and you did like a cool ring it back around as you land safely back on the trampoline like a gymnast. Within the tattered house, you hear a phone ring, and it was the Olympics calling to get you on their team.
The Olympics.
You put in a notice saying that
Try your aunt's house in Bakersfield.
You told the Olympics that if they needed to reach you, you'd get your aunt's house. Vincent, can you give me a act under pressure?
5 minus 1. That's
All right.
a 4.
The body of Hubba Hubba, molten lava hot, slams down on top of you, and you are melted wholly and completely by the body of Hubba Hubba, along with the spider and your Aunt Tammy.
Oh no, Mom!
What?
Mom just got boiled alive.
What about just David?
And just David. Less importantly, just David.
As I melt, I give a thumbs up arm. You see a small explosion of the can of hairspray I had for my flamethrower.
Whoa. You do the thumbs up, and then your arm shoots out as they explode, and it just flies off into the neighbor's yard.
Perfect.
Devin walks
Can't
over,
move.
and he sits next to you and Jody, and he pats you on the shoulder, and he says, just another family Thanksgiving, I guess.
I sigh.
Do you think we'll like the orphanage?
And then we're moving in with the cousin that lived.
Oh yeah, they got
Idiot.
a mom.
I think both of her parents died.
I guess we're moving to Tim the Toolman Taylor's then.
Yes.
You hear, and then the
That's an ending line right there.
You have to you have to edit that.
Tim Allen walks out from the side yard, and he had a gift basket, and it has a big card that reads, "To Richard Karn, congratulations on your new spin-off show."
No.
And then he just kind of looks around, and then he just kind of he steps back into the shadows of the side yard. So I'd like to welcome back some boys and a new person. Say hello, everyone.
Hey, I'm Tanner. I played Bunker.
I'm Haley. I play Mary.
I'm Aidan, reprising the role of Tendies.
Today, the story is going to take place in the year 2000, a year after the events of the last episode. Tendies and Devin are lizard people. Bunker is not.
Bunker is Bunker.
Oh boy.
It's been 1 year since a bunch of
Yeah,
your
it's
family.
been.
Oh my god! It's been 1 year since a bunch of your family members died. And your whole house was destroyed. Tendies and Bunker, you and your brother Devin were shuffled off to your aunt's house. After 9 months with your Aunt Charlotte, she decided that she wasn't cut out for family living and decided to move to Florida before the winter. She left the three of you at your new home at the end of August. You disliked the orphanage the moment you laid eyes on it. At the top of the building, dead center, was a large crest with two hands grasped together around a hammer. It read, "The Richard Karns Memorial Orphanage. Richard, friend to a funny man." Your brother Devin had been adopted in late September. Miss Gordon, the headmistress, had tried to inspire the family to adopt all three of you together, but the family didn't want the older kids and couldn't be bothered. Your last memory of Devin was him stepping from the cold green light and into the sun. He had turned around, waved with one hand, and pushed his Morpheus shades up with the other.
Okay.
So we live in the same room.
Yeah.
You know, and I got the puka shells and but goth wear, but puka shells too. I'm kind of fucked up. Just like black shirt, black Dickies, black
okay.
Vans, white socks, white hat, Cadillac.
Hey guys, can I come in?
Of course.
Hurry, open the door. This is Cameron. He's been both of your friends since you arrived. Cameron invites you guys. He says, listen, I got a cigarette from a guy across the street at the park.
Okay.
It's what I'm into lately.
Hey Cameron, we're gonna invite that married chick to join us.
You guys step out the room, and the hallway's pretty clear. It's about 6 o'clock.
What do we have for dinner?
Is it dark?
It's fully immersive, right? What do we have for dinner?
It's 1 day till Thanksgiving?
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Oh, tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
But you have kind of an anxiety attack because somehow you didn't recognize that it was coming so soon.
Uh-huh. Only yesterday, it seems like I spent my first day as a lizard person with no parents.
I want to explain real quick, now that you've mentioned it, how lizard people work. You kind of know, because Hubba Hubba has done certain things that are strange. You can kind of pull from that if you want to. Or you can assume that you have general kind of shape-shifting abilities, as he has had.
I do.
So, if you turn into a lizard, you get +2 to everything except charm, which you take -2.
That tracks.
Existing stat. Right now, in human form, you have -2 to everything but charm, and you have +2 to charm.
That's pretty bad.
You have had a very difficult time keeping boy form ever since this has happened to you. It's gotten harder and harder, seemingly getting worse this last month as it gets closer to the big day.
Okay.
Come in.
Why is that funny?
But I haven't done an accent in a while. It's hard to get into it, and I just sound weird when
Do you
I
like
first
12
start.
of them?
Come in.
12.
Come in. Come in.
I come in.
Jack.
Give me. Oi, oi. Oi, come in.
You can also be from another country. This is just an orphanage.
Oh, yeah, I could do Cockney.
Little British orphan.
You
me deed.
Oi, mister. You me deed. Come in.
How old is Mary, real quick?
Mary's 12.
Okay,
Mary's young but tough.
sure. What does she look like?
I was thinking kind of like bland ass looking girl. Whenever I think of orphanages, I for some reason think they're in uniforms. I don't know if that's the case.
Like Madeline.
It's not here.
I have puka shells.
It's the Richard Karn orphanage, dude. We're all wearing freaking onesies.
You're all wearing plaid shirts and jeans.
Yeah.
Sorry, I watched a lot of Tool Time as a kid. It's got a
I
very
meant like
vivid
Wait, you
image.
watched the show within Home Improvement Tool Time exclusively?
Actual show.
You didn't watch Home Improvement.
I turned off the show when they left the show within the show. I turned it off. I didn't like it.
Hey, you want to go smoke a cigarette with us?
You know I do, you jabroni.
You guys leave the room and bump into a very preppy lurking girl.
Get out of those shadows.
A preppy looking girl. And she looks very upset as Tendies bumps into her. Do I have to get Miss Gordon?
Oh my god, you little snitch.
What's your name?
No.
Thank
don't.
you for asking. My name's Samantha. Where are you guys going? It's so late.
We all have
out.
to poop.
Where?
Outside.
Can I come? If you don't let me follow you guys, I'm going to call Mrs. Gordon.
Yeah, alright,
Miss
fine,
Gordon.
you can come. Miss.
I don't know if she's married or not. I'm bored. And it's late. And I want to have fun.
Fine, come. We're smoking cigarettes.
There is a little clearing behind some bushes by the fence opposite the park where you guys like to go and do bad shit. Cameron pulls out the cigarette from his sock.
Ew.
Let's smoke.
Are you
Does
dumb?
it look wet?
Where'd you get that?
I told you, from the guy across the street
What
guy?
guy?
at the park.
What's his
What's
name?
his name?
I didn't get his name.
What do you look like?
He just offered me a cigarette.
Y'all want to just walk over to the park now instead of...
Yeah, maybe I can introduce you to the guy who gave me the cigarette.
He's still
Yeah,
there?
let's do that.
I don't know.
He's probably there.
He said he was checking
Sounds
some
fun.
stuff out.
Checking some stuff.
Was he checking out kids at a pack?
He didn't seem that interested in me.
I run across the street without looking.
You start to run across, and you hear a horn blare pretty loud, and then this as your body just rolls over the top of a car.
Shut.
Do I get to roll to damage the car? I'm just gonna try and inflict as much damage with my flailing, limp body as I can. I guess just hit its weak point.
I think as you,
Cars weak.
I think as you're being hit
my head?
and you're rolling, you hit the
Take that
windshield pretty
episode
hard,
out.
and you feel your ass hit it, but you just start kicking your legs a lot, and your heels, you feel it crushing the windshield a little bit as you bounce off the front.
Hell
So
yeah.
you're gonna roll all the way over the car. Take 2 damage.
Amazing.
You look up at the driver because they've kind of skid at a diagonal a little bit. It's a shadowy figure. And you can't tell if it's because the sun's going down or brain damage, but it smiles, and then the car speeds away.
Where are we?
You're in Bakersfield.
Oh, yeah. Corn. Banana.
You recognize that you're in Bakersfield and that this street looks really familiar. Samantha looks both ways. Is it safe? Can we hold hands when we cross?
I ain't gonna hold your hand.
Hey, maybe just throw her across.
I don't think I got the strength for that.
You look pretty strong. Can you throw me?
Let's give it a try.
You do it.
I didn't know I could do that.
Can you give me a roll real quick? Just a straight up and down 6. Just 1.
5.
No, it's a 5.
Okay. Sorry, that was just a big deciding factor for your character.
Oh no.
It's not a big deal. That was
It
just
sounds
funny.
like a big deal. You said it's a big deciding factor, but you're not going to tell us what it is?
It's probably a later game thing.
As you picked her up and threw her, you noticed that she had ringworm. And you know this
What
because...
the fuck?
You know this because a lot of kids in the orphanage that have come through have it. So you know the look of it, but you, as a point of pride, have never gotten ringworm.
This is why I didn't want to fucking touch you, Samantha. You fucking dirty.
She can't hear you as you throw
You
her
fucking dirty bitch!
as her lower back hits the sidewalk.
Oh, fuck.
You hear a loud pop. And then she stops crying.
Oh, fuck.
How you doing, Samantha?
She's unconscious.
She's unconscious? Oh.
Does she have a pulse?
You want to check?
No.
I
Why
will
don't you
explain.
take this one?
I will explain.
You
Aiden
want me to take this?
Yeah.
Aiden is
To-
a little
to
reluctant
check?
because I've kind of nerfed his character, but he gets a lot of benefits if he's a lizard. If he turns into a lizard, he loses a luck point, of which he only has 3.
Yeah.
You guys only have 1.
What?
Yeah.
You hear a voice near a tree. I could check for you.
And who are you?
They step out. It's an adult man. He's wearing a blue plaid shirt and jeans.
Do you have cigarettes?
Richard Karn?
What?
You're dressed like Richard Karn.
Am I? That's embarrassing.
Yeah. You know.
I think Timothy did that.
Timothy?
Yeah.
Timothy.
He's so funny.
So who are you?
Do you have cigarettes?
Yeah. You want one? Cameron says, oh yeah, that's the guy. He says, yeah, I have EMT certified. So he goes up. I think she passed out from pain, but she'll probably be fine.
Oh, good.
I'll help you carry her back over. She shouldn't be out. And he gets her across the street and he says, listen, I'm a little scared to go inside. Can I just leave her here with you guys?
Wait, can I get your flannel?
It was my dad's. I don't think I can part with it.
Just don't know why you like hanging out right outside this orphanage all the time.
Listen, I recognize you too, and I've been waiting for you guys to
Hang
come
out.
out of the
Okay,
building.
this sounds weirder and weirder the more you.
Are your names Bunker and Tendies?
How'd you know my name's Dandies?
I found security footage from the Hubba Hubba's grocery store, and you guys yell each other's name a lot. My dad used to be a delivery driver, and we had one crazy Thanksgiving, and then he went on the road for a year and
Died?
He died. My dad's name was
People.
Vance.
Oh yeah, Vance.
Oh, we're
I remember
thinking
him.
People Goes West.
FIFA goes west.
We just watched People Goes West last night. Such a great movie.
I saw a lot of what happened to you guys, but it,
He's dead.
I saw him die. I'm
Oh,
aware.
okay.
But I have to tell you, he's gonna come back for you
When?
tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving
yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I heard what happened to you guys, and then I heard about your dad, and then I went to come see the house because I read about it in the paper, and then I saw the orphanage was put over where your house was.
This is our old house?
This is the block you used to live on. Somehow you didn't recognize. It's been a fucking blur ever since you got here.
Oh, that's why they named it after Richard Karn.
Yeah, it's where he died.
Yeah. Our house blew up.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's an orphanage there. And we live here again?
Yeah, I called your aunt on the phone to ask her why she would do that, and she said, fuck if she knew. She's going to Florida.
What makes you think that Turkey Man is alive?
He's been after you guys for several years.
Yeah, but
And this is the last sighting of him.
we wishboned
At
him
this location.
1 year ago when we wishboned him.
What did you guys wish for?
I don't remember.
Your cousin Jessica made the wish.
Oh.
Oh, shit. What the
Cousin
fuck was
Jess?
she wish for?
Oh, maybe she said, like, I wish Hubba Hubba was gone. And then, like, the wishbone granted the wish, but in, like, a monkey paw sort of way where, like, he's gone for somewhere on vacation, you know?
Yeah, like he's gone until someone uses that monkey paw to scratch their own back.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like that. I have this walkie-talkie. If you see him, call me. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. I gotta go ready my crossbow for when Hubba Hubba shows up.
Oh, okay.
Does Samantha seem fine? Like she's just passed out?
She's unconscious.
Is Cameron still out with us?
Yeah, he's standing with you guys.
Oh, is he with me or them?
Yeah, he's with you. I think you guys are sharing the cigarette.
Okay.
You and Cameron and Samantha are on the sidewalk, and you hear this, like, kind of weird snarling sound in the darkness to the right.
You hear that?
Yeah, I hear that. I'm out of here.
You're out of here?
Are you serious?
I don't know.
I'm all, like, high on cigarette smoke.
High on cigarette smoke? What
Yeah, all
the
the
fuck
nicotine
are you
went
talking about,
straight to my
Cameron?
dome.
God, you're such a child.
He picks up Samantha, like, by her shoulders, and he starts pulling her back into the orphanage. He makes it inside, and the snarling has gotten much closer.
Is there an HOA
Sharp.
in
Well,
this
I got an
neighborhood?
11,
Excuse
so...
me? You could use your walkie-talkie.
Hey, creepy guy. I don't think I got your name. What's your name?
It's Marvy.
Marvy?
Can you not call me creepy guy now that you know my name?
Yeah, that was the idea with getting your name.
Okay.
What was I calling you?
I don't know.
I don't
Marvy.
remember.
Did Hubba Hubba show up?
No. See ya.
Cool.
What?
Fuck me, dude. Really? Did you not remember why you called me?
No, what did I call
Oh my god. You look over, and there's a little fucking lizard kid wearing short shorts and like a little wife beater and a little bowling shirt and a backwards hat. And it starts to move
The fuck?
pretty fast towards you.
Does it look threatening?
Yeah.
You're running towards what?
The orphanage, like the front door or something.
You hear it advancing, and then you feel a sharp pain on your shoulders as you're knocked to the ground, and then it starts to scratch at your back,
Can I
tearing your shirt.
try to knife it?
Sure. You stab it, and it hisses, and it gets off of you.
Why the fuck? I get up, and then I face it with the knife out, and I'm backing towards the door. What are you?
It's gonna jump at you when you say that.
What?
You thrust your arm out, but you just whiffed it as it lands on top of you again, and it slashes you on the cheek, and it bolts into the tree line.
There was a lizard person in tiny little shorts and a tiny little shirt, and he came.
Are you okay?
I got blood on my back and blood on my face. Do you think I'm okay?
Dude, somebody laced your cigarette.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell her about the thing?
Yeah, there's like a Thanksgiving monster.
That's where you start? You don't start from the common ground of lizard
Maybe you
thing?
should tell him about our little brother.
Thanksgiving monster? You talking like a Santa Claus?
Just then, if you're facing the building on the left side, you hear this little bird sound that Bunker recognizes.
Oh, shit.
This is the call that you and a girl that you've been hanging out with used to call when you guys want to hang out.
Is that Zoe?
Where are you going? Following a bird?
It's not a bird.
Do you guys want to stay and you can explain the lizard thing? And
Yeah,
we can
I'll
just say you
finish
cut.
explaining that.
Okay, how much do you want to explain? All?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Do you want to tell her that you're a lizard person?
Sure.
When you turn the corner, a girl jumps out from behind the dumpsters. She's dressed a lot like Spinelli from Recess. Glad you're here. Gotta show you something. She takes one hand and just shoves the dumpster lid open. You look in, it's just full of empty bags of mealworms.
What eats those? Lizards?
Probably. I looked all over. I can't find any of the worms.
And today, these bags showed up.
Yeah, I'm always checking the dumpster. I saw the bottles. I've been waiting for you, though. I want to check the kitchen.
All right, well, all right. Are we going to check this out?
Yeah.
All right, open the door then.
I thought you had the bobby pin.
Oh, you're right. I undo my long hair that's been bobby pinned up.
A single bobby pin is holding up a huge amount of hair.
What was your hairdo?
My hairdo?
Yeah.
It was like the opposite of a rat tail. I have a shaved head, but one really long strand of hair that comes right
In
down
the
the
front?
middle in the front. But I had it
And
bobby
you're wearing
pinned
a puka
to my ear.
Did you say you're wearing a puka shell necklace and like goth clothes?
I have two rat tails, front and back, and I bobby pin them together.
Nice.
That's incredible. You get it open, but only after like 5 minutes.
Do I lose the bobby pin?
It snaps right in half.
Okay.
You step inside, and it seems like they've been doing a lot of baking in here today. There's a lot of evidence of like flour on the floor and stuff. And then you hear a scream. You don't know how this could be happening, but you recognize that this is your brother Devin's scream. Walk all the way in the back. There's a laundry room, and then a door, the window, but you can't see what's on the other side.
But that's where it came from.
It came from
the
there.
laundry room.
Yep.
And what kind of fucked up place is doing laundry and cooking turkeys? Did you hear that?
What?
That scream?
No.
That sounded like my little brother.
You have a little brother?
The one that just got adopted?
Oh, did you tell me about that? Sorry, I forgot. I
The
thought I
guy.
could disregard that memory because you said you didn't like him and you love
So
your
you have
older
the
brother.
memory if you thought you
I
could
remember
disregard.
now that you bring
remember
it up.
disregarding it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I heard it in the laundry room. You want to go check and see what the fuck's up?
Sure. She goes in the room and she flicks the light on, and there's just blood all over the walls. Like finger paint. It says, "Who will help me plant the wheat? Who will help me cut it?" Over and over. Just repeated all over the washing machines, the dryers,
yeah.
the walls.
You want me to open the door?
Yeah, you have the bobby pins.
That broke.
Don't you have more?
I only have 2 rat tails.
I can go look for more. I'll be back.
It doesn't just open? You haven't jingled it?
I jiggled it, and she like kind of puts her hands out, like, "What do you want me to do?" Covered in blood. She doesn't seem to notice though.
What the Look at your hands, lady.
What?
You're covered in blood.
What are you talking about?
She doesn't see it.
Nope. I'm gonna go get bobby pins.
Yeah, I get bobby pins.
Stop being such a spaz.
Get my brother if you see him, please.
Okay, she goes. You hear another scream from behind that door that is in front of you.
I go to jiggle it.
Opens.
Is there a light switch? Can I feel?
It turns on. This is another green tiled floor, gray walls, and there's 4 doors down the hallway. And then there's like a little, you could turn down one of the hallways, but you don't know what's...
All right, 4 doors. I'll go with my least favorite band, and I'll go 3 doors down.
You can see
let's
through a
see.
window through the door. There are kids laying on tables in there, strapped
Motionless?
down. Yep.
Oh, they're strapped down. Are their eyes like darting around?
Nope.
Strapped, but also motionless. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go through the door with the kids.
Okay, you go in. There's 2 rows, 3 in either row. There's cabinets with little jars. You open the cabinet.
I'll give it a sniff.
You don't have to.
What's in it?
It says sleeping pills.
All right. Well, I unstrap all the kids,
Okay.
and then I leave.
You unstrap maybe like the 5th kid, and you start to hear this leather creaking sound. And you look over to the first kid you untied, and all of their skin is like sloughing off of their body and onto the floor. And at first it's just bare muscle. And then that starts to fall away, and it's just scales. Green scales.
Lizard.
And you recognize this because your brother's turned into this. All the other kids in the room turn the same.
Can I start to strap them all back up again?
You can strap the one you're at.
I'll strap that one and dip. Or
Okay.
what's better? I mean, I can leave, right? I can just leave right now.
The 2 that you let go of first sit up and get off the tables. And they drop to their all fours.
I'm gonna do a rock star knee slide out the door, grab the handle with my hand, and shoot.
You do
Nat
everything perfectly. You're running, and you have seen The Matrix. We know you've seen The Matrix.
Yeah.
You just like do a knee slide, like
times.
dropping back, sliding all the way past them. And the 2 jump, and they hit each other in the air, and they just kind of fall by the tables, blocking the other ones. And you just sit up, and you open the door, and you use it to pull yourself up to your feet. And you run through the kitchen. There's no blood on the walls as you pass, and you hear no sounds. And then you exit, and you make it to the stairs and back up. And your brother has finished telling Mary all about turkey peoples, lizard peoples,
And I am a lizard person.
and that you're a lizard person.
And I am in lizard form.
Real quick, you turn into a lizard?
I'm a lizard.
Okay. Can you give me a D6 roll?
A D6 roll?
Ooh, we call that
Yep.
a lizard
A
roll.
single D6. Ah, solid 6.
Okay, let me refer to my notes. All that happens is that you shed your skin in a major way when you turn into a lizard this
Like
time.
we just heard described earlier?
Yeah, but like that doesn't always happen. But this was really gross when you turned into a lizard in front of your friend Mary.
Uh-huh.
You got super mutilated on the stairs of this orphanage.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so like I was saying, you know, I'm a lizard person
It looks
now.
like you're standing in a fucking placenta and you're calm as shit right now. It's blowing my mind.
This is kind of new. I'm not used to standing in a puddle of my own filth. I could fake my own death right now. That'd be pretty cool.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Because it'd be funny. I think I'm just going to leave it.
Okay. And you go inside and go to sleep?
Yeah.
Cool.
What?
I don't know if I can go to sleep after watching a boy shed his skin.
That disturbed me, huh?
A little bit.
Bunker?
I stay up all night listening to corn. I can't sleep after what I saw.
Okay.
There's not that. There's just getting pumped.
Tendies. You go to sleep. Sleep so good. You wake up, though, in the middle of the night. The room's pitch black. You feel a tremendous weight on your chest. You feel a sharp pain in your eyes as your eyelids are ripped away.
Mm-hmm. Ow.
And there's a face very close to yours. Slowly, with little pincer fingers pulling your eyelids away. And then it stands at full height. You would guess about 7 or 8
Do I
feet.
recognize the face?
It's just shadow. It looks familiar. Like maybe that thing from the car. What? It stands at full height.
Smile.
And it's got this long flowing hair that looks like it's underwater, just raised above its head.
Sexy.
It looks down at you, and it pulls out a little storybook.
Aw.
And it opens it.
Who will help me cut the wheat? And who will help me take it to the mill to be ground down? You want to see the pictures?
Absolutely.
It turns it to you. You recognize this as the little red hen?
The little red hen? Yes, Tendies does recognize that as the little red hen.
It goes and it sits down on your chest. And it goes,
Look, it's cute.
How very cute. Little red hen,
She's
I
getting
assume.
so upset because her friends are not helping her plant and get the wheat. She needs the wheat.
The hen is planting her own wheat?
Yeah, because she has lazy friends.
What about, where's the farmer
You're
at?
not lazy, are you, Dandies? You're my strong boy.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
I'm having a hard time remembering. Just jog my memory a little.
Do you think the friends will help the hen collect the wheat?
In the end?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm happy to hear you say that. I'm very proud of you.
She has good friends.
So do I.
The pressure in your chest alleviates, and you feel like you've taken the biggest, most satisfying breath in your entire life as the creature stands up, leans over, and gives you a little kiss on the head.
On the hip?
The head.
Oh.
He closes the book and he puts it on your nightstand. Or your dresser. He said it's a dresser. And you wake up to a
Good
fire
night,
alarm.
Mr. Lizard Man.
Good night.